What the weather gods must have disrespected the terrible towel because I think we're going to pay the price this weekend.
I know just about everybody across the country dealing with these cold temperatures, and this storm is massive too. So while we're of course dealing with the impacts, it's going to be really a good portion of the country seeing some significant snow coming out of this storm. But before we get there, we've got to talk about the extreme cold here this morning. Wind chills are already down double digits below zero. Not expecting much improvement as we go throughout the day. When will the snow begin? Well, for most of us, it'll be closer to midnight. So during the day outside of the cold, things are going to be dry and just fine. But of course, tomorrow, a whole different ball game as snow is going to be heavy at times. Still concerned about some of that wintry mix that could be creeping in from the south. We'll pinpoint that with Futurecast here in just a moment. Then eventually all the snow will be wrapping up on Monday. But as you can see, 3 alert days in a row now. Feels like 10 below right now in Pittsburgh. Also for Washington, right around that mark for Franklin. Meanwhile, it's 13 below for your current feels like temperature in Uniontown. Feels like 1 below in Beaver. Positive side of things, we check into Katanning here this morning, but simply put, everybody is bitterly cold, and it's going to stay that way as we go through this alert day. Here's 10 o'clock this morning. Still a number of neighborhoods feeling sub-zero. As we head into the afternoon, not much improvement as wind chills will stay close to zero basically all day long for this day before the winter storm. Speaking of the winter storm warning goes into effect at 7 o'clock tonight. Will take us through 1 p.m. on Monday. That's everybody across western Pennsylvania as we will all tap into this snow. Want to really hone in on the timeline of these accumulations. This is from late tonight through the end of the day tomorrow. Still talking about an area-wide 8 to 12 inches of snow. That wintry mix could drop some of those totals down through parts of Westmoreland, Fayette counties, northern West Virginia as well. But still talking about double digits of snow in most neighborhoods, and still we could tack on some additional accumulations Monday morning as well. We're going to speed ahead through the day today. Again, all is quiet until we roll closer to the midnight hour. We will see some of that steady snow starting to lift in from the south, becomes area wide very quickly while you're sleeping late tonight. Even some of that heavy snow could be kicking in as early as 6 a.m. tomorrow. Keep an eye on that darker shade of that blue purple already starting to move into neighborhoods across Allegheny County by 6 a.m. Several hours of the heavy snow. It could put down an inch or two per hour. Then we get a little concerned about this warm nose that continues to come in. We've been talking about that for several days now. One of the big question marks with this storm still looks to reach some areas into Westmoreland, certainly Fayette counties, even back through northern West Virginia. So some of that sleet and freezing rain will still pile up, but it will compact some of the snow that is already on the ground, even making it more difficult for you to move that snow. As that warm nose builds in, we're also going to see the change in the nature of the snowflakes in around Pittsburgh, even points farther towards the north. It's going to become more of that pasty, heavy, wet snow for at least a period of time. So that really could weigh things down as we go through the afternoon hours. Then we make that change back over to snow around dinner time Sunday. Still talking about some steady bursts of snow through about the midnight hour. Things will be tapering off Monday before eventually things will be wrapping up towards midday. We will see that winter storm warning expire. Over to your 4-day plus 4 more forecast. Again, 3 impact days in a row. The additional snow on Monday could be anywhere from 1 to 3 inches. So again, that really is piling up our totals. Could be talking about more than a foot in several neighborhoods once the storm is all said and done on Monday. Still, temperatures are going to be very cold as everybody is out trying to clear the snow, and really no break from that biting cold into next week. I've added an impact day to Tuesday, but more than likely we're going to need to upgrade this to an alert day for more extreme cold, especially into the morning hours, as wind chills could be anywhere from 30 to even 20 degrees below zero. Not expecting much improvement as we go through the upcoming weeks. So your furnace is really going to be working overtime here as lows are going to start around zero. Afternoon temperatures only in the teens, maybe pushing 20 as we head towards this time next week. So it is going to be a long, cold stretch here in western Pennsylvania, and of course that fresh snow not really helping us out as well.
I don't have anything to say. Brutal by all regards, especially for January, but this seems aggressive.
It is. It's a lot, and we're just going to have to get through it together. I know that's easier said than done, but we will make it through.
Absolutely, and that's a great reminder to check on your neighbors, your loved ones, make sure everyone is good to go.
That's right.
All right, Jill Swed, we appreciate your updates this morning. 5:15.